My first impressions of Cuba when we arrived were Old Havana, which is more familiar to me in the cars and the architecture. But for me, being one of the younger people on the trip and having lived through this time, there was a lot of learning for me to do on this trip, and I think after the trip there's more learning that I want to do through reading. But one of the key things for me in learning was about the revolution, and I think one thing that I see that was a positive that came out of the revolution was that there was a lot of slavery. Slaves were brought over, and there was a lot of racism and inequalities between the races here in Cuba. And one thing that I had learned, obviously, is with the revolution, it really equalized, from a socioeconomic aspect, equalized the people here and brought equality to the people. There's obviously some things that I would say that are not positives that came out of the revolution, but that would be one thing I think that is a positive. The second thing I would say is I know that the people here they're anticipating the embargo being lifted, and I don't know if that's a reality, but they are anticipating it, and there's a sense of hope, and they're kind of clinging to this hope of a better life, a better Cuba with the embargo being lifted, but that may or may not be the case, because as we've seen both in Santiago and Havana, that the country it doesn't seem to be progressing. It seems to be stuck in the mud, so to speak, and so there's a concern, even if there is an opening up, and whether or not they can control the growth and the social problems that come with it. Are they ready for it? So that would be something that I'd be interested to watch. But I do think that they may be kidding themselves that things are just going to get better overnight with the embargo.